channel. We are the Pageant Gurus, and today, welcome to the Masala Tea Time. Guru, what's in for us today?
So today we are going to spill the tea on the latest on everything concerning pageantry, and we have a top 10. How have you been, Em?
Oh, I've been really bad. I just recovered from COVID. Guys, be careful. It's still lurking out there. And sending you all love and best wishes. If anyone's out with COVID, sweetheart, lots of love, okay? So sit back, get yourself a cup of tea or coffee or whatever beverage you like, and we got a fun-filled episode for you today because we are going to talk about all the gossip, all the funny, I don't know, it's hilarious. Some of them are really hilarious, of all the hilarious happenings in the world of pageantry. So Guru is going to start the show.
So let's start with the first one, and that's very special to both of us, and
yes,
it's all about our sweetheart Harnaz. Harnaz is back, and she's back with a bang.
Guys.
Yay!
And oh, she rocked it. She rocked it. We missed you, sweetheart, and we're so happy you've got your groove back. Our baby got a groove back.
You know, been a hiatus of almost 4 months ever since she gave up. There was no news, complete silence, as if deafening silence. But then we got to know that she's coming to Manipur, which is one of the, in northeast of India. And she's going to be basically the showstopper in one of the shows. That was her first appearance. Any comments on the design and what she was wearing and the whole...
I did not. It was bad. It was bad. It was just like she was like you put a sari haphazardly on someone and just wrap them up with a rope. It was bad. I don't know what the designer was thinking. It was not flattering at all for her. And I think we got upset looking at her, and we were like, oh God, she's still somewhere lost again. So that's what I felt.
Yeah, I just felt it wasn't the best comeback. If it was the first impression. Probably it was very ethnic, it was very tribal, it had a particular meaning. But I think if we wanted a grand entry, I would have preferred the one that happened after that. There was another show in which she comes in a sari, which is like a fusion of a sari and a dress with multicolored, clouds behind her. If you remember, and you could see the spark in her back when she's chuckling and then she's giving a wink.
Yeah.
So, I just felt that was more cementing her into what she truly represented when she competed. It was the guts, it was that I own this space. I think that's something that I got to see after a long time. I think Miss Universe stylists did her bad, really bad.
Very bad. Very bad.
It's clear in the new museum in Mumbai, which is the Neeta Ambani's museum of cultural.
Yeah, the NMACC inauguration. Yeah, it was a huge global event. You had everybody who's anybody there at it, and there was a theatrical show. I think of was it Sound of Music or My Fair Lady, something like that. I can't remember. And she appeared on it, and she came, and my God, guys, she nailed it. Whoever was her stylist picked the perfect outfit for her. She had all that confidence that we saw on the Miss Universe stage, and wow, she blew me away. I was like, I was in tears. I was like, oh my God, this is her? Is it her? Is it her happening? And I was checking how old is the recording, remember?
No, I think it's all about the fall and rise. We love the underdog story of somebody who's been beaten to death, and then the same bashers. It's so weird. The same bashers who are bashing her up are all now praising her.
Yes.
So why did we have to bash her in the first place? It just made me feel, what was the need? Wherever you, where is your sincerity towards the person, and what does, measures of success mean? Is it vital statistics? I do believe that if you can raise somebody's soul or hope, that's where you're proving to be, helpful or adding value to somebody's life. So
absolutely.
But it is what it is. I think she was bashed up so much, but happy to see her back, and we all love her. Looking forward to her next big assignment.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's move on. What next?
This is a good one. Miss Grand Thailand. What did you think and why? I mean, okay. Thoughts? Did you like the pageant?
So the production.
I just don't know how to begin.
This was one of the first pageants which was live on YouTube in 4K quality. So if you look at it, it looks magnificent. You know, you can see as if it's real. I think props to the production team. But when it comes to contestants, you know, it's the same shouting, Miss Grand, all over the place. I think that's where the crashness comes in. I wish that the production in El Salvador for Miss Universe can have these elements of finesse when it comes to production.
Yes.
But not all of those gimmicky, cheap stunts. I think Miss Universe can come back to that, then we have a great show.
Absolutely agree. I think they should just keep it refined. There's no reason to be over the top. Everything is over the top now. The introductions were quite uncouth. It just looked really uncouth, and it just kind of derails you. And it's irrelevant. I think it doesn't add to your points. It clearly doesn't. It's showing you to be overconfident and so rehearsed. It does not come out naturally. Nobody behaves like that naturally. So it looks very rehearsed. And I think, yes,
it becomes quite circus.
Yeah, and I have high hopes for Miss Universe in El Salvador. I don't know what's going to happen, but I want Anne to surprise me. Honestly, I do. I have.
Okay, but this is good. Let's talk about Miss Grand Thailand. So, if because of our love for Engfa, I believe this, the farewell speech of Engfa was the longest in the history of pageants. I think this was like a 25-minute long farewell speech, and she was singing and she was crying, and I don't know.
I think
it was memorable though.
I think she just
the winner
wanted people to remember her.
I think it's become. I've seen most of the people who are winning, or the queens that are winning, have competed multiple times. So the winner, she also competed in 2017. And Thailand, and she won in 2023. And I'll put a picture of both of them side by side. They are two different people, so she looks completely different to what she has become today. Totally plastic. But it is what it is. They look nice, but when I looked at what she was earlier, it just made me feel okay. People still have to go under the knife and butcher their face to win. It is what it is. Okay, let's go to the most universal, the most bright, the most effervescent Kun Ann.
Mabuhay. Mabuhay. Hello, Philippines. Hello, the universe. Thank you. Good to see you here. Every one of you, I'm so blessed. Thank you, I love you too.
Her visit to the Philippines.
Oh my God, guys, I just want to say one thing. I kind of like her now.
Huh? What?
I kind of like her now. I don't know. You know what? I know. I mean, I think I have bludgeoned her with so many things, and we both have. But for some, there was a very sincere energy in that interview that she did that actually showed her in a very normal sense, without all the gimmicky persona that she tries to put up. I actually saw a little bit of a real side, and I liked it. What do you think, Guru?
I think she's always been a person who wants the limelight. That's a given. And I do believe that's helped revive the energy within the Miss Universe pageant. So that's great. Her Hello Universe, she finally decoded it. It's about sending positive energy, and which is true. Whoever listens to that, it's a nice, light-hearted feel. People take a jab on her, but it's memorable. She's made it her own standard. So I like that. And what you talked about, her interview with Boy Bunda, where she talked about very candidly what she spoke to Catriona.
Yeah.
So, guys, just to give you a background, Catriona was now, Kun Ann's partner. So there were these whole conversations when this Miss Universe extravaganza happened, when she, took over the ownership of Miss Universe. That how would she react when would be face to face with Catriona, and for her to spill the beans and talk about what actually conversation they both had was quite daring. Required a lot of guts and showed bravery, I would say, saying that apologizing to her, telling her to rest everything in the past, and welcoming her to the Miss Universe family, and also giving her a chance to host the Miss Universe as a backstage correspondent. So
first time really so sincerely. I just did talk to her.
And I am Catriona Gray.
Of course. Okay. And I'm Anchakra Chithatip. I come here and say, I do apologize whatever happened in the past, but I'm so glad you are here in Thailand. Welcome to the family of JK and also Miss Universe organization. I love you, my dear, from the bottom of my heart.
I'm sure she will come back again in El Salvador. Catriona is going to be hosting. I believe so.
She actually, in that entire show, she was one of the best hosts. Like we discussed this in an earlier episode. I think Catriona did the best comparing throughout. I would love to see her, and I think she should be back, and we all love her to bits. So definitely want to see. I did love the sincerity of her addressing that very controversial issue, and to do it on stage with so many looking, and it's a personal conversation. It just felt very sincere, and you don't see any ego there. You don't see any sort of ulterior motive behind it. It was very natural, and I loved it. So I think I like Anne now. So
I think Philippines has been a great host to Kun Anne. You've seen the royal red carpet welcome. Everybody's
God.
She's wearing the best dresses, and
oh my God,
there are dignitaries. There are
the food was amazing. She was talking about the food a lot. And remember, and I loved it. I think the Filipinos were fantastic, and that is why they are a pageantry powerhouse for so many years. So it's a given, absolutely.
Ooh.
Okay, so
moving from Anne to Arbini, our reigning Miss Universe.
Oh yes.
What do you think of her dress choices at Miss Universe Philippines and her overall look?
Honestly, I like the one dress that I think she did it with her own sustainable, what do you call that, recycling clothes. She wore this suit that was cut up into a skirt and a coat. It was black.
Yes.
That looked beautiful. That looked beautiful. It was very classy, and the styling was amazing. But the hair, that, I don't know, oh my God. She did this big poof-like hair, and it was like all over it. And the makeup was bad because she looked actually pulled back. It looked terrible. That hair was actually not
the hair. Yeah, hairstylist really didn't do justice.
No.
Her clothes were nice. There was one dress in which she was looking like a what do you say, a belly dancer. There was this one with. It looked very Arabesque. I'll send you the picture, and I'll share it as well.
Yeah, you share it.
So I think I don't think that was a big hit because she wore it during the red carpet, but she changed it. Later on when she went on stage at Miss Philippines. So a bit of hit, a bit of miss, but I think she's very warm, she's very eloquent. And I do believe that she she was, and she is very worthy of the Miss Universe crown.
I know, she's wonderful. I do like her. I do like her with less makeup. She's been doing this natural light pink lip makeup that she has appeared in many pictures as well. She looks gorgeous. I would like it if she tones down her makeup to a more natural tone. She looks amazing in that. And I have been commenting everywhere. I hope she's seeing. And
talking of Arbini and Harnaz, finally we got to see both of them together. When Harnaz had gone to the US to talk about her advocacy, the Global Menstrual Equity Accelerator Program, which is great that even after the Miss Universe reign is over, she's still fighting for the cause. So that's great, and first time to see both of them together. I think there was a welcome change, and that's why a lot of people commented that she's looking fresher. Both of them are looking so nice together, and the sisterhood is something that was really commendable. Okay, so which was the grandest or the biggest pageant that we need to speak about?
Oh God, guys! Universe Philippines! Oh my God, I think everybody was waiting for this. Everybody on the planet who loves pageants was waiting for this. Were you happy? Guru, were you happy?
even before the main contest, I believe it was purely, a contest between Pauline and Makati, the second and third, winners in the previous pageant of 2022 when Celeste won.
Yeah.
So those were a sure shot. It was a battle between the two exes. But what I really felt by the time the evening gown competition came, that Bhagya would be their Krishna. Her gown, it was a jaw drop moment. She could just take it all. She because she had won the best in swimsuit, and I believe with the way her gown was designed and executed, her waist was almost like 10 inch waist.
Whoa, God, it was amazing. She was beautiful. Her hair, her makeup.
It was a miss, as if she was competing at Miss Universe. It was as tough, and there were few more. I think there was Zambelis, the one who was wearing, it was half pant, and there was this purple colored sarong, like a sari.
Oh my God, that was one. It was one of the most beautiful, gravity-defying dresses. I was like, okay, how is that? Just covering her body so beautifully, and it just flowed. Oh God, it was, and she rocked it. I was like, oh my God, I would trip in that. She just flowed. So fluid it was. Her walk and the gown, beautiful.
Do you know who designed that gown?
No.
It's the same designer who designed Catriona's grey lava gown, Mac Tumong.
Wow, that's very talented. It was a beautiful concept of it being draped around the body, almost making you look naked, but you're not. Fantastic. I loved it. I also liked, let me pronounce it right, Paranake, the short-haired girl, and she was married. She's a married woman, you told me.
Oh, yes.
As a pink gown. She's so beautiful. I loved her, but
I didn't like that pink gown. I think it was too messy. It seems as if, she's gone home and her child is all crumbled the bed sheet, and she's just wrapped around.
Beautiful face. I think I was just focusing on that, and the color was perfect. Yeah, probably the gown could have been a better silhouette. It wasn't. I liked her. So it was nice to see her. But let me tell you one thing, guys. Bahul was like all over the pageant. Everybody thought that, all right, this is it. Bahul's gonna win it. But I remember I love Makati since last time, and I loved her short hair. Did not like Makati putting on that extensions in the first round of the pageant. It was a worry.
Yeah.
She was uncomfortable, you could tell. So I liked the styling of the evening gown.
Not just
Beautiful,
uncomfortable.
elegant.
You could see the two layers.
You could see the layers. Girls just embrace whatever hair, length you have. It's fine. You look lovely. It's not about your hair. It's about you. So I would love Makati to just leave her hair the way it is, the smart and blunt. It's beautiful on her. I honestly don't see Bahul coming back next year to win. I do think Baguio is going to again compete, and I think she's going to win it next year. Absolutely. I think it's her time because she was fantastic. Although her answers were not on cue. It was just like, it was all over the place. And I think she will refine herself to the next year. And I do think Baguio is going to come back big. What do you think?
So Bahul's gown choice was quite unusual. I did not ever expect her to come in white. But she reminded me of Miss Universe 2002.
Canada. Yeah. No, Natalie Glebova, no?
No, not Natalie Glebova. In 2002, Miss Russia, who was dethroned, she wore a Gucci gown, and it was just like a flowing bed sheet, similar to what Pauline wore.
Okay. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, okay.
What do you think of two hosts? The first is Zosie having hair finally. But I'm sure this is not her hair.
The gowns were fantastic. But why did she need to do that?
Why?
Why you do like that?
Why you do like that?
Oh my god. Seriously, what's wrong with her? Leave it natural. It was horrible. I could not recognize her. Although it was actually quite horrible. It was too much because the gown was so busy, right? The gown had so many elements on it. It was sparkly, and the hair was equally busy. Should have just.
I just feel, of your face or your feature can define your brand.
Yes.
When we look at Zosie, her edginess all comes with the fact that she, has short hair. And the moment it was there, she was just like anyone else. Yeah. So it's all about owning who you are. But then what about the second commentator, Maureen?
Did you guys watch this? I swear we both were like watching the pageant. I was wondering what is wrong with her face. She was like a very stiff Barbie doll thing and looking at the screen there.
And if you want your favorite delegate to move past the top 18, you have to vote for them on the Miss Universe Philippines app and increase their chances of advancing to the final 5.
Not even taking like a little gap, like, okay, I'm going to read the teleprompter and then come back and look at the screen. She was just at one thing, and it was like, my god, was she a bot? Was she actually a bot? See, Guru's doing a perfect impression of what actually happened that day. It was, oh my god, the worst presenter I have seen.
There was no chemistry between the two.
Zero.
This guy's looking there and she's reading somewhere else.
She's just the other side. It's like looking London, talking Tokyo. It was an absolute disaster.
But black gowns are back. We see, Miss Universe wore black, and then Engfa almost won wearing black, and then we have Makati wearing black, and then we had Harnaz giving up a crown in black. Is black back?
I think it is because I've not seen many black gowns for a very long time. That's true. And I think the way they're styling it, it's looking fantastic. I think black definitely back. I'd love to see more elegant silhouettes like what we saw with Michelle in Makati. That was a very womanly gown. It was so simple when you look at it, but when you actually look at the entire look, oh my god, elegance, absolute elegance, and I think pageantry gowns should look like that.
So there was there's elegance, but it was also powerful.
Yes.
She was owning it.
Yes.
Which But did you like that movement of the hand in which she's like walking? Her walk is now called the snake walk because she's going all over the place with her hands.
They're all doing something or the other, I think, and it just gets over the top. Like I said, leave it as natural. Like things you would not do in your regular day-to-day life. Just be natural. Be as natural as you can, and no gimmicky things. And yep. And I think Philippines is known to always come. I think I've noticed this. Every Miss Philippines that comes to Miss Universe has some trick. Like something
Walk.
she'll do, some walk or some gesture or something, and they have to bring it. So maybe you don't need to, maybe just be yourself.
I think just closing on Miss Universe Philippines, what did you think of Celeste's farewell walk?
Oh my God, she looked so sad. I mean, she looked even more sad than Harnaaz. I mean, Harnaaz was sad and crying, but
this was like,
no, very sad. What happened?
What I've heard is that normally Miss Universe Philippines would open the show when all the contestants are there. There'll be much more airtime, but maybe she was not vibing with the the management at Miss Universe Philippines. She was not given enough airtime. She was not called on stage to talk. Even when she came, there was just background pre-recorded reel that was mentioned, and you could feel when I look at her when she competed at Miss Universe, she was so sassy, so fashion forward, and here she was looking clumsy. She was almost tripping. Her sash kept on falling.
I know something has happened.
With another. This was followed up next day. She put out a post on Instagram saying that throwing the garbage away, as if she's taking a trolley of garbage and getting rid of it. So definitely something happening, but not in good taste. Just reminds us of a worse version of what Harnaaz went through. But we talk about mental health and everything, but I see our queens are the ones who are suffering most from mental health issues.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of things that we don't know that happens in the background. It's not just the pressure of being a certain way or being 100% all the time.
Pressure?
I think there's a lot of toxic toxic energies in that environment, in the pageant environment, from all angles that we don't know about, they don't want to talk about. I think there was also this, I think we discussed it, that Harnaaz should write a book, an all-tale book about what really happened and what people face. There's a dark side to the pageant world, and it's coming out now. I don't think we saw this before. I'm talking 90s and early 2000. We didn't see all this. I think now it's becoming more and more toxic. What do you think, Guru?
Yeah, I think earlier maybe it was, but it's just that the media was not as prevalent for us to know what's happening inside. There were only formal photographs which were posted in newspapers. There was no paparazzi or fans taking behind the scenes. It was very formal, filtered pictures that actually saw the media. But now we know in and out of what's happening. We can pick up those gestures. Video was not there. We used to only have the contest once, and the rest was all print media or magazines, which were
very true. I learned about Shushmita winning Miss Universe on the radio. I still remember the car radio was on. I think my mom and I had gone somewhere out, and so the radio was like, Shushmita said, I'm like, what? Because we were out, we didn't, and the timing, of course, was off, so we were out shopping, and oh my god, and then I still remember when she won, that song had just come out, What is Love, Baby Don't Hurt Me. Still today, every time I listen to What is Love by Hathaway, I remember Shushmita Sen won Miss Universe. So yeah, it was on the radio. You're right, media has made it so horrible for these contestants, and wow, I hope it just improves. All right, let's get to some fun thing now. Go on, Guru, what's next?
So I'm during our last video when we were giving the Pageant Guru Awards, we spoke about the vloggers, and it was very gratifying that one of the vloggers, Louis Patelis, he actually commented on our video. That was great, and great to see that now he's going to represent Canada at Mr. Universe. Mr. Supranational.
Supranational.
So from the pageant gurus, all the very best. We are by your side, and our prayers and good luck to you.
All our love and positive energies, and we are right by your side. So, mwah, you'll rock. Okay. Rock it, nail it.
So from Louis to Miss South Africa. Miss South Africa has always been, the pageant that sends its delegates to Miss World.
Yeah.
But apparently, they shall not be sending any more delegates. So they've revoked the pageant license to Miss World. Another pageant license is going to host or have the competition by Rolling Straws, I believe, Miss World 2014. She's going to lead the whole preparation. So what are your thoughts on South Africa not having the rights to send delegates to Miss World?
Honestly, I see the whole Miss World pageant crumbling bit by bit. I think it needs new management. I think it needs more funding. It's just not functioning properly. I think there must be many more reasons to why that is. But it's shocking why South Africa, we saw so many pageants in Sun City. They were so close with South Africa, and shocking that this has happened. And I think the pageant needs a revival. It's lost all its luster and importance and fun behind it. It was a very classy pageant, and now it's just, I think after the lockdown it suffered a lot, and it clearly showed it could not pick up. It's sad South Africa won't represent. It's because we would always see Miss South Africa when Eric Morley would announce it, and he'd always smile when he announced Miss South Africa. It's sad, yeah.
We'll see how the new management looks at giving us a winner that's worthy to represent South Africa. Yep. So the first is congratulations, Pia, on your secret wedding.
Oh my God, that video!
Was the ultimate. I would love to have such a wedding, just away from the world and be with the person that
it was so beautiful, so natural. Guys, check out the video, and she put up a reel as well about the whole wedding, and she married a Scottish guy. Lucky girl, and fantastic. So congratulations and God bless you. And she is moving to Dubai. Do you know that? She and her hubby are moving to Dubai. Gotham, Guru, find the gym where she's at. The gym where she's at. And
I've seen Catriona. I haven't seen Pia, so most probably yes, she'll be my gym buddy. And we also have Miss India from Rajasthan, Nandini Gupta, winning. She is the daughter of a farmer, just like Anna, the daughter of the garbage collector.
It's a trend now.
So, just finishing it up, what about the latest Cannes look from our pageant queens? What do you think of Urvashi?
Goodness, it was an absolute disaster from Urvashi. I know she's over the top, but she just went absolutely crazy. Look at the hairstyle. I cannot see the sun's hair because we are a very sweet channel and we're a good channel and a loving channel. Look at her hair, the flick. I say Charlie Chaplin, but what does it remind you of? I mean, where did that trend start and why did it start? Did you see that?
And her lipstick as well. Her lipstick in one of the things, she's as if she's some Nagin or some, serpent.
Like a serpent queen,
poisoned.
She's been poisoned, and oh my God, horrible styling. Urvashi, come on, it's not WWW.
Raise the flag.
You're behaving like in that mode. Stop being that.
What about Pia's red dress and the black dress?
This girl cannot do anything wrong. I love Pia. That Jessica Rabbit look. She is the only one I know who can nail it. I'm sorry, Katerina cannot pull off red as Pia can. All right, you guys may not like me for this, but this is a fact. Pia rocks red.
And Iris is with her, and normally Iris is the epitome of style, fashion, and French.
Yeah.
But I do believe she got eclipsed in front of Pia this time.
I think a lot of them got eclipsed. I mean, I'm seeing all the other celebrities as well. I'm sorry, nobody has nailed the look. Nobody has actually been anywhere near. I think I liked, apart from the pageantry, Fan Bingbing, who wore a beautiful gown, which was all about the tiger, and it was this beautiful painted artistry. Check out Fan Bingbing's dress. I think that was the only one that was. It had a lovely nature theme to it. Beautiful. Other than that, yeah. Wow, guys, watch that red gown. I mean, it takes your breath away. Beautiful.
But what's the icing on the cake? Did you have the kathi roll?
Oh, I had the kathi roll, and I opened the foil, and then I made a little pan out of it, and I held my kathi roll. Then I looked at Aishwarya Rai. Then I looked at the kathi roll.
Why? Like this is a disaster. Not just the kathi roll, not just the foil, not just the bow, but even her hair. Why?
Oh my God.
Imagine looking one of those Adam families. One of those things. Yeah.
Cousin It. Have you seen Cousin It? He's all hair. What the hell was she thinking? What were you thinking, Aishwarya? I mean, you were like you're endorsing L'Oreal, you're endorsing all these fancy international brands, and you had an image. Who the hell styled her? Who told her this was going to be a good idea? I'm just wondering, Abhishek Bachchan watching her.
Maybe Abhishek Bachchan is inside the dress. You never know.
It looked like a condom wrapper. Okay, so guys, I know things have been crazy for everyone. The Mercury retrograde just ended, but we're sending you a lot of love and positive energies. And hang in there, sweethearts. Things are gonna get better. It's been crazy for us. It's been crazy for everybody we know. But we thought we'd just come here today and spread a little positivity. I'll, make you guys laugh a bit. Just relax. Things are gonna get fine, and we're here. So do like and support our channel. Don't forget to subscribe and comment and share. And so have a fun week ahead. And this is from Emma and Guru. Bye.
Shukriya.